You're getting married, Ruby? Without even getting my permission first? Since when did you become so high and mighty?
What? How do you know about the wedding?
What do you mean now? I got an invitation. Do you really want my attention that much? You really are childish. This isn't going to do anything, you know.
What are you talking about? I don't need any of your attention. There's no way I would send an invitation to you people. I've already cut ties. I don't remember sending an invitation either.
Then what is it? Are you going to say that it was delivered by mistake? That's going a bit too far, even if you are an attention seeker.
My fiance's mother was probably the one who sent it. Even though I told her about our relationship and that I wouldn't send an invitation. She probably thinks we should make up or something. She keeps saying that you're my mother related by blood and won't listen. She probably sent the invitation anyways without telling me. It's not for me, so just throw it away, okay?
Oh, is that so? Fine. To be honest, I was kind of baffled when I received this invitation. I don't consider you an ugly, useless brat my daughter anymore after all. My adorable Kristen's my only daughter now.
Yeah. You've told me this before. Me, who took after my father, is a failure. And Kristen, who took after you, is a success, right?
Right. Not only that, but Kristen graduated medical school and is now a doctor at a large hospital. You're nothing compared to her.
Yes, I get it. Thanks to that, we were treated differently by you as well. Kristen would get an omelet for dinner, while I only got canned food. My clothes were all hand-me-downs from our neighbors, while Kristen's were all new. My bedroom was the closet, while Kristen got an actual bedroom that was huge. With school as well, you stopped paying for tuition once I graduated from middle school. So I had to go to a school with financial support and a dormitory. Even though you paid for all of Kristen's expenses all the way until she graduated medical school.
Obviously. Why would I invest money on an ugly brat that can't even do anything? We're not going to help you with your marriage in any way, shape, or form. You won't even get a wedding gift from us. When Kristen gets married, though, we'll make sure she gets a grand wedding.
I wasn't expecting you to help from the start. It seems you're as mean as ever. That's why Dad left you.
What? What do you mean by that?
It means exactly what it says. Dad didn't like how you treated us so differently. Which is why he left at the same time I entered high school. You keep telling me that I'm a failure, but don't you have a failed marriage yourself?
What? Just who do you think you are talking to? You act all proud, but you're nothing. There's no way I'll come to this shabby wedding of yours. I'm not going to call your children my grandchildren either.
But don't you have a failed marriage yourself? You don't have to come, and you don't have to be their grandmother either. I'll make an excuse to tell my mother-in-law as to why you won't come. Bye.
That's what happened. And to think I went out of my way to contact her. You think she's rude too, right, Kristen?
Ruby's so rude. Maybe she's acting all high and mighty because she's getting married. Not only is she ugly, but she's rude too. I feel so bad for you, Mom.
You're my only daughter, Kristen. That failure is making me feel annoyed.
But is it true that that pig's getting married? It has to be a lie. Even if it is true, the fiancé must be even uglier than her, lol.
I can't believe it. To think that ugly failure would get married before you did.
That's it. I have a good idea. I'll come to that bitch's wedding and make a huge mess.
Oh. What's your plan?
What? I'm still technically her sister, so I should be able to get in easily, right? I'll come to the wedding and spill wine on her dress or something, or maybe even seduce her fiancé, lol. I'm way hotter than her, so it should be easy. The marriage might even be canceled. I was thinking something like this. What do you think? Sounds fun, right?
Wow, that does sound like a lot of fun. That's my daughter.
My higher-ups at the hospital are absent on the day of the wedding, so it should be fine if I skip work for just half a day, lol. I'll just head over quickly and ruin the wedding.
Oh, while you're at it, why not wear a white dress to the occasion?
Oh, for real? LOL? We're going to go that far?
Say something like, I thought it was my wedding, so I came in a white dress. I'll prepare the dress for you. Take a good look at that ugly bitch's face.
All right. Leave it to me, Mom.
Congratulations on your wedding today, Ruby. Have fun.
What? Why are you suddenly so kind?
What do you mean? Can I not congratulate you for your wedding?
You have no right to congratulate me. Are you planning something?
You never really were a lovable daughter. Never mind. I'm not coming to today's wedding, but Kristen will be there for the reception. So say hi. She's going to be a bit late since she had to prepare.
What? This is my first time hearing this. She wasn't supposed to get an invitation either.
She's trying to make up for me not being able to go. Kristen's a kind person. Unlike you. You know how busy she is, right? She's taking time off work just to see you. You should be grateful.
Listen to me. It's rude to barge into a wedding without an invitation. Just what are you two up to?
You'll find out sooner or later. Just leave a seat open for her, okay? I'm sure you'll be surprised.
Is that so? Fine. I'll tell the people at the front. Just asking, but does Kristen know anyone from the wedding?
How should I know? I don't even care who your fiancé is.
Oh, I pity her then.
Mom, what should I do? It wasn't supposed to be like this.
What's wrong? Did you get a good look at her ugly face? She must have been even uglier when we last saw her.
I don't have time for that right now, Mom. It's unbelievable.
What is it?
Ruby's fiancé. It's the son of the hospital director.
What?
The son of the director of the hospital I work at, i.e. the next director of the hospital. Everyone here is a high-ranking member of the hospital staff. I even saw my boss back there.
Isn't that a bad thing?
That's putting it lightly. I know everyone here, so they recognized me immediately. What should I do? I won't be able to go to work from tomorrow. There's no way I'll be able to get off with just a scolding. They already know I skipped work. And if rumor spreads, I won't be able to work as a doctor anymore.
But...
Mom, what should I do? I got out of there as soon as possible, but my boss keeps calling me. What should I do, Mom?
I don't know. This is your mess. I'm not the one who went to the wedding, so it's not my problem. Do something about it on your own.
What? You're the one who told me to come wearing a white dress. You agreed to me barging in on our wedding. I only did what you told me to. It's your fault I got into this mess. Do something about this, Mom!
Shut up. I'm not the one to blame. This was all your idea. This is none of my business.
What? You're so mean. Mom! Don't leave me! Mom!
Missed call. Hey, will you stop ignoring my texts? Answer the phone.
That's quite a lot of text you sent me. I've never seen this many before.
Hey, what's your deal? What were you doing until now?
I went out with some acquaintances. It was fun. Today was an amazing day.
What's amazing about it? It's been a terrible day for me. Kristen won't come out of her room. She won't even answer her phone. I have no idea what to do anymore.
Well, she did just reveal to her colleagues what she's actually like. To think that Kristen would barge into the wedding with a wedding dress. It was worse than I was imagining, so it actually made me laugh.
So is what Kristen said true? You're marrying the hospital director's son?
Yes, he's going to be the director after his father. I'm working at a pharmaceutical company currently. That's how we met.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? If I had known, this wouldn't have happened.
Why did I need to tell you? Didn't we cut ties? Even if I had told you, you probably would have just laughed and said I was lying. But still, you two wanted to ruin it. Anyways, the two of you are garbage for even trying to ruin my wedding in the first place.
Stop messing around. This is all your fault. What are you going to do if Kristen can't get to work anymore? She worked so hard to become a doctor.
Don't ask me. This is her own doing.
Do something about it. Like, say you asked her to do it. Just make it seem like it was no big deal. Tell everyone it was your idea.
Why?
What do you mean, why? For Kristen's sake, of course. You're her sister, right?
What? Since when were we such a loving family? You treated me like a stranger my entire life, and now this? It's pathetic, really. Why should I take the blame for what you and Kristen did? No thanks.
What? Why you? Did you forget everything I did for you as a child? You're so ungrateful.
I don't care if you think I'm ungrateful. I never once felt grateful for you. And it doesn't even matter what I tell them anymore. I already told them everything.
What?
They asked me what that was after Kristen ran from the scene. I explained to them in depth as to what kind of childhood I had to put up with, and the kind of treatment I received from you two. I even made an effort to look especially sad to gain their sympathy.
What?
They just saw Kristen barge in with a wedding dress, so they didn't have trouble believing me. They sympathized with me. Even my mother-in-law, who couldn't understand my relationship with you two, finally understood. She apologized to me while crying for sending you the invitation. She owes me a big debt, so our relationship will probably work out well. I guess it's thanks to you. I'm going off topic. That's the situation, though. Kristen probably won't have a job tomorrow.
This isn't a joke! Take back everything you said! Now! What are you going to do if Kristen loses her job because of you? Take responsibility for this. This is your fault. You understand?
How is this my fault? You're the ones who underestimated me and tried to ruin my wedding.
It's your fault for having a wedding in the first place. It's your fault for not telling us who your fiancé was. You're just an ugly, useless bitch. You ruined our lives.
You sound so dumb right now. I don't see a point in arguing with you anymore. Tell Kristen that the hospital director is furious, will you? There's no way she's keeping her job. I wonder if she'll be able to find another job as a doctor. It's a small world, apparently. Rumor is sure to spread. The daughter you put so much effort in raising and helping become a doctor is now homeless. How does it feel?
What? This is a joke, right?
Since when were we so close as to tell each other jokes? She tried to ruin her boss's wedding. Of course she's going to lose her job. You can't even understand that?
But we didn't know! Please, do something about it. If Kristen loses her job, then there'll be no one to support me.
Oh, you were depending on Kristen's salary, right? But it's not like I work at my husband's hospital. And I try not to bother him when it comes to work, so I can't really do anything. As you already knew, I'm useless after all.
But please, can't you do something? I'll do anything. Help your mother!
My mother? Don't make me laugh. Just like you never saw me as your daughter. I never saw you as my mother. I'm tired, so I'm going to bed. Don't contact me anymore. Have fun with the rest of your failure of a life. Goodbye. Trying to ruin my wedding by barging in with a white wedding dress is basically the same as telling everyone I'm an idiot. Those two are really so stupid. After embarrassing herself in front of her colleagues, Kristen locked herself in the house. She stopped going to work either, and was eventually fired. Kristen, who hadn't known failure until then, was devastated and lost all of her will. My mother, who was no longer able to rely on Kristen's salary, tried to turn to me for support. But she failed since I blocked all her accounts and she doesn't know where I live. They now get by with the money they had saved up. But apparently, the two of them just argue all day. They surely have more important things to do before arguing, but since they're stupid. As for me, both my husband and his family sympathizes with what I had to put up with as a child, and our relationship is good. I'm living a happy life now that no one is constantly insulting me and treating me like garbage. I look forward to what life has to bring me now. I look forward to what life has to bring from now.